Bert Schneider car, and Michael Lyons raced at Brands Hatch recently from the IMSA period of Audi, having moved from the DTM stateside. This Audi Quattro 200 Trans Am of Wu Saibi.
The Audi Quattro, just an impossibly iconic car, isn't it? As it makes its way up the hill now past Malcolm, and so versatile as well. It changed the game in so many parts of life. And
SS goes 53.47. Jörg Weidinger is a Puckett Hill climb specialist in this Judd BMW. The time he's got to beat, ideally, is anything below a 48 to go second fastest. It's not going to be a million miles away, is he? He's got the Heidfeld times. I think he's just out of reach, but look at this. He's really pushing, and he does a 46.92 to go quickest.
Yeah, you saw all of that now. Also coming up the hill just past our competition now is Mega Bertha. Now, this is a car that I don't know. Is it a period car, or is it...
Well, yes and no, because it never raced. It was an idea, it was a design to go for Jerry Marshall after Big Bertha and Baby Bertha, and then it kind of fell between lots of different argumentative stools as to Weidenstein and Vauxhall, and so there was a shell, but nothing was ever really done with it, and the shell was sold and then sold again in the last 12 months or so to Rick Wood, who's a Stockport-based Ford Capri specialist, and so it never turned a wheel in period. A real Lotus authority. The ex-Rickard Rydell Volvo 850 Estate, taking you back to 1994. It was never a winning car, unless you measure the column inches that it generated.
Except with the fans and also with Volvo dealers, the footfall that they had. I mean, ask John Cleland as a Volvo dealer at the time, and still, you know, they want a racing program from Volvo, so they got people into their showrooms under the age of 60, which was just unheard of in those days.
They had the 240 Turbo, which was the Stockholm Taxi, the Flying Brick. It had all these unfortunate nicknames, but then Super Touring came along, and this car, Rickard Rydell and Jan Lammers were the two drivers. Gregor Pettersson, with a bit of help from Johnny Westbrook, found this car and has been...
Which became British Touring Car Championship in the 1960s. And Jack Sears took his second title in one in 1963.
This is Pete Stevens in that Vauxhall Carlton TF6000.
Yeah, I was saying yesterday how I'd not seen this car in action for so many years, since the late 80s, but it has, of course, been running in classic sports car club events ever since. It's never really stopped racing. Pete Stevens, a veteran of Thundersaloons of the late 80s, shared this car with John Cleland, who went on to win the British Touring Car Championship twice for Vauxhall. Once in the Astra, once in the Cavalier, of course.
Roberto Ravaglia is out in the BMW M3 just climbing the hill now.
Oh, I might emit a strange noise.
Do it.
Ugh. Honestly, Roberto Ravaglia in an E30 M3.
Mountain climb. Got a feast of touring cars for you now, car. Rick's been racing this car on the national scene as well in Britain. Very experienced racer Rick Wood. He's got a number of machines. This thing.
That's how up to date they were in terms of the infrastructure they had.
Now, a new-ish series, only, what, a year and a half old, is the Jaguar I-Pace trophy for, effectively, an electric one-make category that's given pretty rowdy racing on occasions.
Yes, it's touring car style, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay.
This is Jack Lambert at the wheel of it. The I-Pace won World Car of the Year, European Car of the Year, and obviously it's fully electric as it makes its way up the hill, and their final rounds of the season are next weekend in New York City. And yeah, he's going for it a bit actually. I-Pace E-Trophy car, good to see as it comes up to the top of the hill. So there's the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy, because as well as the Formula One cars, we have Sparks of Genius is the class, and that we're going to see a couple more electric cars. We're going to see some DevBots as well in a few moments. Across the line comes the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy machine.